A tragedy in Afghanistan, and it impacts a couple who is from Afghanistan living here in Indiana. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday night here on Facebook. I'm Scott. We'll get with Angela in a moment, find out about a few rain showers that continue to fall at this hour, and we'll give you an update on how the weather is shaping up for your Friday on into the weekend. But our big story tonight that we're going to talk about quite a bit is this attack that left 13 U.S. service members dead tonight, many others from Afghanistan killed, and many more wounded. Tonight I spoke with a couple who is from Afghanistan. They live in Delaware County, and they have a unique perspective on today's attack because they've got family there in Afghanistan. In fact, one of their family members was injured during today's attack, so we'll get into that. And on what has been a pretty difficult evening, we're going to have Dave Calabro stopping by, and he's bringing us some good news, which we really need on a very difficult day for America. So let's go ahead and start our evening with Angela. Talk about the forecast. Are we still getting some rain here?
A little bit. We were talking, both of our homes got a decent soaking again today.
It seems like 3 straight days for me in Fishers.
Yeah, which is that is good. We desperately need the rain, and some areas got too much rain in a short amount of time, but that flooding threat is diminishing now that we don't have a lot to show you on live Doppler 13 radar. So pretty quiet across central Indiana. A lot of these were daylight driven or sun driven, really started to get going with the heat of the afternoon, and now that we've lost the heat of the day, a lot of that is falling apart. But this same boundary will be in play tomorrow, so very much like the last couple of days, if you do have outdoor plans, you're going to want to check live Doppler 13 radar first, grab the umbrella, and also be prepared for the heat. We didn't get the storms until later in the day, so we were back into the low 90s this afternoon and forecasting more of the same after starting tomorrow in the 70s. Your Friday forecast hot again, near 90 with a few storms. So it's one of those summertime patterns where you really need to be prepared for a pop-up thunderstorm. Those storms will contain heavy rain, may contain lots of lightning and some gusty winds, but you also need to be prepared for the heat because that's also been the big story the last several days. And this pattern isn't forecast to break until we get into the early part of next week. So as you make your outdoor Friday plans and your weekend plans, best advice, just take us along with you. The app is really, really helpful, especially if you're on the go. Yeah,
you bet. Some of our Facebook friends checking in with us tonight. Mark is with us. Cornbread is with us tonight. Good evening from the far east side. You know, cornbread with honey. Oh, I just love that. Some warm cornbread.
And a side of chili.
There you go. It's pretty good. Glenn is with us tonight saying good evening, Scott and Angela. Janice saying hi, angels. I think she meant Angela. Love your dress.
Oh, thank you.
With a little heart, which I love. Janice is with us every night. Good to have you with us, Janice. Tanya with us tonight from Frankfurt. Renita says no rain here again, so at least at her home, no rain.
Yeah, it's
kind of been the way it is, right?
Kind of hit and miss. I remember getting an email from somebody a week or two ago, really angry that didn't have rain at his house.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, seeing it in the forecast, you kind of expect it to rain. But in the summertime, these boundaries set up, and wherever they set up is where they set up. And I can't promise it's everyone's backyard.
That's right. Teresa, let's see, with us. Rosie is with us. Ricky and Brianne. Teresa, Wes, and Joyce from Versailles, Monica from Lafayette. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll get back with Angela in a moment to talk more about the Friday forecast and on into the weekend. But we do want to turn our attention to what has been happening in Afghanistan. Certainly just a tragedy there. The president late today calling the service members who died in today's attack at the Kabul International Airport, calling them heroes, and saying that that they would go ahead, the United States would to those who carried out the attack, saying, we will not forgive, we will not forget, we will hunt you down and make you pay. 13 U.S. service members lost their lives today, many more injured, and we had a number of Afghans who were also killed this afternoon in Afghanistan. And today I talked with a couple from Afghanistan who lives in Delaware County. They're U.S. citizens, and tonight I asked them a little bit about their reaction to today's attack and the people that they love back in their home country. Today's attack has been difficult for an Afghan couple living here in Indiana. One of their nephews was injured.
The first thing I did was to just try to call my families and see who is attacked in this, who is hurt, because they were in Kabul. Unfortunately, one of our nephew, my husband's nephew, he got injured and the rest of them are okay.
Look at those people are trying to flee, now they're dead and they're injured. And look at those, our American soldiers and friends who have gone to Afghanistan now just to help those people to come to safety. And they are killed and they are injured.
The couple runs a nonprofit that helps provide education and health care to women and children in Afghanistan.
We have a mobile clinic and health clinic. We have many vocational centers for these women to come and learn basic skill in reading and writing to take care of their children and hygienes. And then we have also giving scholarship with adult students who are married and who had opportunity to go back and do college degree.
They worry about their country's future. What will life be like for your friends and family there in Afghanistan when the U.S. military leaves?
I've been telling my family on the phone, I said, please just stay home and just pray. And there is nothing they can do. A lot of them cannot even afford to go to other places. I am hoping and praying, I'm a very positive person, that we find a way how to work with these people. What choices do we have?
So, unique perspective from an Afghan couple living in Indiana, where you're going to hear more from them tonight on the news beginning in just about 50 minutes or so over on Channel 13. And President Biden today in his news conference, as he answered questions from reporters, said that he was going to go ahead and keep to the current plan, which is evacuating Americans and allies from Afghanistan, evacuating by August 31st, which is just 5 days away. A lot of people aren't sure if that's going to be possible, given the number of Americans and allies that they are still trying to get out. And now, of course, the loss of these 13 U.S. service members continuing to be a big challenge for the Biden administration in Afghanistan. So we'll be talking about that more tonight at 11 o'clock. So it's been a heavy day for our country, and I think tonight's the kind of night where we really need some good news, and certainly Dave Calabro brings that every week. It's one of our favorite subjects here on the news, isn't it?
It is, because he always finds really good news wherever he goes. And actually, I just love seeing his little poster, share your good news. And it always, everyone that comes up to him has a smile, and it's one of the best segments of the week.
You know, Dave's been here a long time, and he told me the other day, he gets more comments about this good news segment that he has launched during the pandemic than anything he's ever done. And he's accomplished in every way as a sportscaster.
Yes,
right.
So we enjoy it.
Right. Here's our Dave Calabro with good news.
Hi, everybody. Dave Calabro hanging out at the Newcastle Motorsports Racing Park with Jared Andretti's with us. He's got some good news. Start us off. What's the good news you got?
We do have good news. Today is the 25th annual Race for Riley. We're excited. The weather, we're not going to let it dampen our spirits. We'll get the track dry, and we'll get out there for some racing.
What's your good news on? What's on your mind?
Well, good news today is that we're out here at the Race for Riley thing, and it's such a good event. We're optimistic we're going to get it in on the window, just like at the track.
Yeah, there's a window of opportunity.
So we'll make that happen. But
that's right. The other good news is you're having a good hair day like me, right?
Oh, you're having the hair day, baby.
Give me some good news. We need some positive news.
Great news is that everything's on track for a new Riley Maternity Tower to open next month. We're going to deliver babies for the first time in almost 100 years of Riley being open.
That's big news.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
See, that's great news. Are you married, single, boyfriend?
Dating that guy right there.
Wait a minute. Wow, love at the racetrack, baby. We found love at the racetrack. You got some good news for me.
So Indy Truck and Auto Repair will be having a oil change charity event, and all proceeds will be going to Riley Children's Hospital.
All the money goes right to Riley.
Right to Riley, yep.
So you got some good news for me?
We are actually here to present a check to Jarrett and Riley Children's Foundation today. So
What kind of money are we talking about? Am I allowed to ask?
got a check for $5,000 right here. So.
You're donating $5,000. That's
Yep.
pretty cool.
So felt like that's pretty good news to share to everybody.
That's great news.
Absolutely.
I don't think Jared knows that yet. He knows now.
You might.
Thanks to everybody who supports Riley Hospital for Children. Andretti's obviously have been involved for years, and it's nice to see the legacy of John Andretti continue with his son. And our thanks to Dave Calabro for bringing us some good news, which we needed tonight.
Yeah, another piece of good news. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, it is. Oh man, is it Friday? We need a weekend, don't we?
We need a weekend, and we still have summer left. So
I know
kids are back in school, but make some summertime plans for the weekend. Maybe find a splash park, and I have a feeling pools are still open.
You bet.
We're not hit to Labor Day yet, so
right.
It's going to be plenty warm for that. 90 for the next couple of days, all the way through the weekend. Feels like temperatures near 100, and like the last few days, some pop-up showers and thunderstorms.
You think Fishers gets a rain shower for a fourth straight day?
It would be nice. My lawn definitely needs it.
Let's just say hello to some folks here on Facebook. Ricky saying hello. We have a Summer joining us tonight.
Ooh, love the name.
Yeah, Summer joining us tonight. Tanya says, my good news, working 2 hours overtime tomorrow. So way to go, Tanya.
Extra money.
Picking up some extra cash. Glenn joining us, really enjoying the real go-kart. And Teresa, I think, expressing how most of us feel tonight. Prayers for your family, referring to obviously the Afghan couple that has family in Afghanistan, and certainly all the U.S. service people impacted by today's horrific events over in Afghanistan. So Angela's got our forecast coming up tonight on 13 News at 11. We'll be there with your big story, and we hope to see you then. Good night.